Hello, this is Town Dog, and I'm back for another little flight tonight in Flight Simulator X theme. I've got another little plane I'm going to introduce tonight that I don't think I've flown before on here. This plane, I think I purchased it from a pilot shop while it was on sale for about $4 and something. It's a nice little plane. Let's just take a look at it, see what we got, and we'll go from there. Well, first thing I'm going to do is go around here and go and take a peek in at the window. And see that fellow there, he looks pretty serious for a pilot, don't he? You think he looks serious? Look at this over here. Better watch them two guys. They're sitting too close together and they won't even put their eyes on each other. That don't sound right. Better watch them. Especially out here in the back country like this. Never know what kind of trouble they get into. But anyway, there's a little plane right there. This is a 337 Skymaster. It's the civilian version of the O2 that the military used in Vietnam and other places for scouts and whatever. And this is what we got for tonight. We're going to try to fly this thing. We're sitting in a little airport in China. Actually, it's this Hong Kong area, and this is Shek Kong, SHK, Shek Kong, whatever. Anyway, VHSH is the ICAO. We're going to leave this airport on a heading of about, I got 136 degrees, 135 degrees, and we'll be looking for ADF 377, which will be on Old Hong Kong. We're going to go from here to Old Hong Kong first, and then back to Hong Kong International, if everything holds out. Now let's see if we can get this thing started. This is the plane that I purchased. That's the cockpit that came with it. And then I took a picture of that cockpit and took it to the paint shop. This is the one I come out with when I got through. This is mine. It did not have a virtual cockpit at all when I started, or 2D cockpit when I started. So this is what I put in it. But this is gives me a good navigational cockpit and everything. So now we're sitting here with 150 gallons of fuel. That should be a plenty to ride around for a week. Now I'm going to turn this on. And I'm going to turn these on, but I think they'll go off and back on as it starts. Hopefully everything goes all right. This is 2 inches, and here we go. So let's take this over here to far away from, turn it off, turn it back on, because the way it usually works best. Well, we've got it running, whether it's one or two. We better get outside and check, make sure they're both running. I don't have double engine gauges in here, I don't think. Oh, they're both running, so we don't have to worry about nothing else. Sometimes one will start and the other one won't have to start checking. They're both running. Alright, we got that going. Now we're going to get outside the plane. So we did a little walk around. Everything here is fine. We got to get over to the runway and get in the air. So this is Shek Kong, or SCK, Shek Kong. And we're going to go to Hong Kong, old Hong Kong. I'll have a ADF for direction. We'll start off in the heading of 135, and once we get in the air, we'll start looking for the ADF. We'll get on the runway and set up before we take off a little bit. See where we're now. We're gonna probably buzz around this mountain a little bit, like I did in Prince Juliet last night. On the other plane, this is a different plane. This plane's a little faster too. I'll start it right there. Now, I'm about to break a minute. Now we're going to get ready for, we only get to, ooh, that radio's small. I'll stretch it a little bit, that'll take care of that. Now, I said we had 377 was our ADF. Let's see if we can get that right here on here. I'll go up to 3 If you move fast, it'll jump to hundreds on you and mess you up. Might anyway. That's 377. That's what I got on my book. That should do it. This is going from SEK Kong to Old Hong Kong. The VHHX is the ICL Viet. There's another ADL as you leave her. There's two of them between her and over toward the new Hong Kong. But let's get this thing here and see what we got going on. Also, I said I wanted to go. I'm not gonna worry about no directional except for I want to set this right here on 135 just to give me an idea where I can look at it and know that I'm going. I won't be trying to count the numbers on the compass as I go. Right there. Now I don't know how close it is to right because I don't know where north is over here. I don't have nothing to tell me. The map don't tell you that, and sometimes it's off quite a few degrees. So if it's wrong, I'm wrong. That's pretty close to what I would read if north was straight up. Over here, I have no idea. They haven't checked it. Just don't know. So we're going to take off and find out what we got going. I need to hope the weather pairs up a little extra. Well, I'll probably happy because I'd like to be able to see the scenery a little better. As soon as I get off the ground, I'm going to make sure the weather clears up. This thing does have wheel gear, so we raise the gear. Get a few flaps up. Okay. Now I'm gonna do something right here and change the weather. I should have done it before we even started. I got it on real world weather, and I don't want the clouds to interfere with our flight. We'll go right there, and hit right there, and click right there. We won't have any cloud problems. Now, if I was just making the flight, I would leave it like that. But if I want to see it in the terrain, I can't leave it like that. Flaps rest way up. And we're going to go here for a minute. I ain't got no lights on. Let's turn some lights on the subject. Right there we go. I lit it also, the lights wasn't right here. In fact, I think it had red lights. I'm bad about changing them out to white ones for some reason or another. Red is supposed to be better, but at the same time, I'm gonna go outside the plane a few minutes. This thing don't have the oof that other plane had in these mountains, so I'm gonna have to watch it a little bit. Let's bring this back up because I don't know what direction I want to go as I go. Right now, I just want to buzz over this mountain a little bit though. Now, if you get too far in here, so what have I got here? Nope, that's the Skymaster thing, so I don't have what I was looking for. I thought I might have a outside horizon I can use. Sometimes I got to pop up, but I don't have one this time. It's climbing too much and she stalls, she's down this mountain, it's be like crazy. And it won't take you long to do it. In fact, it takes like right now, I'm about to overdo it. Do this right here. What's the little tiny mountain there? There's a bare place right there, and get on up on this mountain a little bit. Now, we're going to bring this other thing up because we've got that set and it's on. Our ADF is on. I think we're looking at Old Hong Kong right now, or at least one of them. Yeah, that ADF is on. That's not pointing. ADF parks left and right. Don't park it on the south end, so it is on. Now all we got to do is go to that ADF and it'll take us to the airport. It's not going to be as far over as I thought it was, but we could fly around a little bit if we want to, look at the scenery. We ain't got to get there right now, just so we get there. As long as we know we got it, all we just climb back up and we got it. Let's fly around this scenery a little bit and see what's out here. Sometimes you find things you don't know there. I haven't flown in here in a long time. I don't ever remember just flying around in here. I've been to the airports here a few times over the years, several times. Old Hong Kong is one of my bases when I fly around the world. I always stop at Old Hong Kong. My flight around the world consists of going from Memphis to Hawaii. If I'm not in a big plane, I have to stop at Midway, Tokyo, and then Hong Kong. Then I make my way up to oh shucks, I never went down on the Black Sea, whatever. Turkey. And once I go to Turkey, then I'll go Turkey into EGLL, London. I'll go from there over to, if I have to stop, I go to Greenland, Iceland, but usually I end up getting all the way over to, at least to New York here, not all the way back to Memphis, depending on the plane. There's old Hong Kong airport right yonder. But we're going to buzz around a minute before we decide we're going to touch down and land after a while. But there ain't much out here to look at. Rolling hills, mountains, big mountains, though. These are huge. Now, I do have scenery for old Hong Kong. I don't have a lot of sceneries, but old Hong Kong, the new flight simulator took the ILSs all out of it. So I went and got a scenery that put the ILSs back. So I got all the ILSs and everything for this airport on it. And it's quite a bit of scenery added into it. If you've ever been here in default, you know what it is. But this is not global scenery. This is just little airport drop-ins. I've been using this airport drop-in here for years.
1,000.
Fly around here a little bit when we come back and test down this airport. See what's out here in this bay. It's a few boats out here. I mean, nothing down here except some oil tankers and leisure ships, maybe a cruise ship or something.
1,000.
No military stuff that I know of. I might be wrong. It looks like a gunship there. We'll get to check this stuff out and see what's out here. Rudder's not exactly what this plane was that last night. When I do the rudder, she don't react near as heavy. I'll see something on top of that mountain over. I might we'll see if I can get up over that.
500. Approaching minimums.
There's somebody there's a couple of buildings up here sort of perched up on the hill. I don't think I know where it's worth looking at so much, other than just
500.
What we see from here is good enough on that one.
500.
500. Got call out for most all my planes. It helps when you're getting
500.
in the areas where you can't see under you. When you land it helps you figure out where the ground's coming upon you. This photo here is like I did not looked at. Let's take a closer look at it. I'm not sure what I looked at. Maybe a cargo, maybe cranes on that boat, but looks a little bit strange.
500.
I think it's what it is, split cranes.
Approaching minimums.
That's what it is, cranes. That wasn't a good ship, it was crazy on it position. Fishing trawler probably. Trained for dragging nets. Yeah, we get to see a oil rig right here.
1,000. $500.
Pretty good sized deck on that thing. It's got stuff sticking up on it.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
We'll turn this thing around now without getting it in the water.
$100.
All right,
50.
pick it back
40.
up.
40. 50. 50. 50. $30, $20, $10, $30, $30, $30, $20.
Oh, Red Blue help me. I think I had the wheel down, but it didn't look like it, so I picked them back up. That's what I done. Or did they not move? Maybe they didn't move. There they go. Maybe they didn't come down. I thought I had them down. Well, I pushed the button, but it wasn't moving for me. Apparently, I got a button that ain't working on my joystick. Most of them ships will hold you, but not all of them.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Minimum about 200 feet.
$100.
One I'm thinking about for land, they won't be able to take off.
50, 50, 40, 40.
He's
40,
loaded with
40.
boxes. They ain't the same boat. I thought that was it, but this is over here. Nope. Well, that loaded with boxes. The other wasn't. There's one right there. I guess that's where I was at over. Like it's 61 degrees Fahrenheit here. Flaps are full, wheels are down. Try one more time if I crash or crash. Of course, in real life, you wouldn't even try that because there's too much junk in the way. All you would, you'd stranded out in the middle of the ocean, had nowhere else to go, and your engine was stopping. You might try to, probably what you do is you ditch it. Try to ditch it and I'll pick you up. I know what's wrong here too. But there's what's wrong here. Wrong cockpit. We're 300 feet. Slow it down a little bit. Try to keep her intact. Get down a little bit. It can't be more than 70 feet above the water.
Approaching minimums.
Probably not more than 40 or 50. That junk on this end's in the way. It always is. I've done this before. That's a cruise ship. I thought that still ain't the right boat. I keep turning around losing my boat. After the first try, I hadn't found a boat since. When I was going anywhere.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
It's a return. I'm probably circling around it, turning around what I'm doing. Let's just get out of here. Ain't nothing there for us to do because all we do is get in trouble on that one. Wheels are up now. Button worked that time.
Approaching minimums.
When we take off, we'll buzz this other side of town. Just a minute.
I'm gonna just order this Christian music DVD. I just saw it on TV.
All right.
On small order, not on TV.
Let me see. My wife wanted me to probably have to stop long to get on another machine about 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something. She'll be trying to order disc music. Think. Well, let's get this right here back down. Apparently the wheels ain't coming down to that button. It went up with it, but they're not coming down with it. Am I too fast for the wheels? They ain't moving. Now I put them back up.
Approaching minimums.
I guess I was too fast for them. I had to just cut the throttle before they come down.
Minimums.
This is a tricycle wheel, got a front wheel, it ain't got a tail dragger.
100,
Collapse one gear.
50, 50, 40, 30, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10,
On the ground. Bounce just a little. We make that. Let's cruise up there and look at a little bit of this other stuff. Some of the scenery up here. Now the scenery that I have is the airport, not the city. So I don't think a whole lot of the city that affected with it. The rest is just scenery on steam. You bring that big 777 down there, you fill this runway up, or the Concorde. Get yourself back over. What are you doing? Turn it too much. I'm not telling you to do that. Come on now. There we go. I'm telling you, but not that much. I thought I'd slow down enough, it would act up so bad. About a little fire department out here. Tour bus. Ain't moving this day. We got a Danny joining the game, looks like. Well, he left the game too, it didn't last long. I'm not gonna go back in the back there, there's not much back there. Most of it's all up in here. Some baggage carts, some baggage carts. This is the airport that's got the roadway from the opposite of what we come in at. It's got a checkerboard approach. It comes in from the side and turns right into the runway after you get there. Right on touchdown, so right on the end of the approach. And a big plane is pretty good job to do. Now, the first time I did it, I didn't know what a checkerboard approach meant. And I went straight through and I hit a building. I was in Flight 98. That's how long ago that was. My grandson was watching me. When I hit that building, he took it so real, he quit and wouldn't come out and watch no more. But I thought it was going to go right beside that building, and it didn't. I hung it. I thought surely it would go down and I hit that building on glide slope, and I was on glide slope. But it turned out I was supposed to turn the glide slope loose and made a left-hand turn at about 200 feet probably. Some more tour buses and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to. So we had planes in the other one over just staying here, some planes in this one too. So I'm sitting over here on the little gateway over here, gate over here. Parking place for planes. Everybody come around here. What we got over here? I see some Cecils and some Moonies. That right there looks almost like a almost like a different Cecil or a Piper. So we get back in there now. Get back there, we'll start looking for it. Well, let's get set up for the. Well, we got two ADFs, so we have to hit one, then the other one. So if we're leaving here, it's one just across the aisle over as you leave, and there's nothing on out. So we'll get this one first and the other one later. So we got to have a ADF. Whoa, I'm rolling. Put the brakes on. That was about that. Now, my second ADF is 296. Right here, we got to drop it down to 296. Oops. It jumped 50 there all at once, or more. Two, 9, 6. That's what I got on my book. And I got it on the heading out of here on about 270. Let's just straight out that way. We'll bring this right here back up. And we'll bring this right here back up. We'll set that on 270 out of here so we'll have a general direction to run by. And as soon as we hit the other ADF, we got to change this again. This is what I call this about dead west, so we'll pull it out. There we go. Now we're going from Circle City here and head out that way. The ADF will be on the time we get in there. Park crossways is what it is now. It parks left and right. It don't point no other direction. It always points left and right when it ain't running. There it goes. I thought we'll go close the wheel door. I think that's you why I did close the wheel door. Go across here a little ways. Our ADF still ain't on. I hope I got it done right. If don't, we'll go on out from, I believe it's located right here just about, well, it's right here about this big bridge. I know it's a big bridge out here. I think it's there about that bridge. Cruise ship sitting in the harbor. I'll be right back. Show you what you're buying and use it. there.
Listen, your billing address, this is the mailing address, it's the same there. No, Cotters. Shipping address, POTERS.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be right on PayPal. We've always been getting it, no problem there. Oh, yeah. Huh?
Well, the Bronco votes, but it's ship to, overstack around here. Ship to. See, it's right here, ship to, overstack around.
Yeah. I'm still done with this.
Ship to.
Now,
See, billing address.
right here, see where that edit? Fix it. Edit, fix it. Oh, what's this for?
That's Cotters.
Oh, here's this word over here.
Billing address, Cotters.
Alright, edit down here now. I don't know how that got like that from there to there. I hadn't done anything since the last time. I gotta get back over here.
We didn't do it before like that either.
I gotta get back over here. I'm back for now. May have to go again. Got a mistake. Billing address and shipping address on bill. She's trying to take care of.
1,000.
I had took longer than I thought it would too. Let's get this going. We still don't have a ADF yet. 296 is what I got on my book, so it should be right. We probably ain't got time to pick it up or part of out. We're going the right direction though, so that's all that really matters. There's a big bridge right there I was talking about. If I'd come off the end of the airport, I'd be a little further over that way too, instead of where I'm at. I know where the airport's at though, so if we don't find it all the way, I'll fly to it. Cross that bridge over behind the mountain though. Let's climb enough, see if we can get this ADF on. If not, we'll just switch ADF right quick. I think it's right in here though. I'd have thought it'd have been on, to be honest with you. I'm pretty close to it. May have to go to the other to let it go at that. See, I know where the airport's at already. We're high enough, we should have done picked that up. And I believe we're going about it. Not that far, right on the side of the island, where that was. Maybe on another island out there, but it should be on unless it's behind something. I see the airport from here, so I don't even need it really. But just or whatever, that I may have a number wrong on it. But I'm gonna switch ADL, see if the other one works. That's the airport you look at on the left down there. The next ATF is 390. Let's try that one. That zone, we got that one. But the other should be right here under me. I don't know why it wasn't on. Let's have the numbers down wrong or something. But anyway, between the two we found it, we got it. I already seen it before that. I've been here before flying this bridge right here between the two airports. I knew that already too. So we headed away over to the airport. That ADF's on the far end of the airport. And there's also a VOR for this airport, but I'm not going to use it, and an ILS. We're not going to use those. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Plane climbing too much. I turned the joystick loose. It should have flew further though. A little longer for now. I gotta get a plate of jello. Now we can slow this thing down a little bit. Start down. Drop a few clear the flaps. Actually slow up with the wheels work. Maybe the wheels ain't working a bit too fast. There we go, that's what it was. Really, the button wasn't working. It's designed not to come down till you get slow enough. Getting a virtual cockpit. Hong Kong International. We've done these airports closer together than I thought they were. We're making the round quicker than I planned on it.
$2,500. $1,000.
Hit the throttle with my hand. I wasn't supposed to do that.
$500. Approaching minimums.
If this airport was under
Minimums.
United States control, then if Chevron's there across there, would mean
100.
this is a military control base.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 10, 10.
Didn't bounce that time. Tag didn't stay there. Thought I had another ramp off that side, but I don't see it. Well, it was backwards. I said get on it, be a little tight. I mean, it's plain to do it, but nobody in but us. So there we go, right here. We'll cut across. Taxiway. You get over there. Right here. Well, I'm about done. What I had set for night wasn't long. Wasn't quite as long as I thought it'd be. I didn't check it or fly it or even measure the distance. But I had a feeling the airports maybe fall apart that altogether. I didn't put the flap back. There we go. Now they're down. We were talking about not having two edges. That thing right there got left and right both on it. Engine controls. Now. Back outside the plane about a minute and we're going to call this another day. So that's my little 337 Skymaster. That's a nice little plane, flies good. And it's a pretty little plane, got good color. Textures are real good. Pilots don't get along very well, but as long as they stay in the plane, they can't bother us. I'm not going to stay in the plane tonight and be ready to go tomorrow. They just carry us back. Okay, this is town though. I'm going to be going bye-bye and we'll check with you again first chance I get. Bye-bye. Oh, wrong buttons. Well,